Origins. I highly recommend that you do not watch the trailer for this movie before seeing it because it gives so much away. It doesn't give the entire movie necessarily. I remember I saw the trailer a few months ago and I don't remember all the details about it, but I remember what was shown. And I wish those images weren't revealed, and I wish those little plot details weren't revealed. So do not watch the trailer if you've already seen it. That sucks, but this movie is worth it. This movie, you should go in without knowing anything. It's made by the same people that made Another Earth, which is one of my favorite movies. It's the same director and Britt Marling, who helped write Another Earth. I don't know if she wrote Origins or not, but she's definitely involved in it. I mean, she's in the movie. I imagine she's involved in the actual creative process as well. And, I mean, just like Another Earth, this movie is awesome. It reminded me so much of... It has the same style, and it has the same style sound of my voice had. And I love that one as well. I really don't know what to say about the plot without giving too much away. It's basically about a scientist that comes to the conclusion that he... I really don't know what to say. I don't want to give anything away. He studies eyes and he wants to find where the eyes began. He wants to be able to pinpoint the exact origin of the eye and how the evolution went throughout the years. And basically he's trying to create an argument against God. And I'm not that much into the whole science versus religious thing. I don't like that in movies that much, but in this one it worked really well. The spiritual versus science and hard facts, and the contrast there was very well done. And I don't want to say too much about this movie because I feel like even giving away a tiny bit of the plot is saying too much. You should go in without knowing anything. You should be surprised. You should keep an open mind. There were a couple of moments where it was a bit ridiculous. It's not the most realistic thing, but I do like the science aspect of it. I have no idea if it's accurate at all. I have no idea if this science actually exists or if they're just making things up. I imagine they're making things up for the sake of the movie, especially the way that the science turns out later on. But it worked for me. It seemed realistic enough, and I was into it. I was definitely into it. It's not a long movie. I think it was 1 hour and 40, but it seems like it has a lot of substance, and I love that. It has a lot of content in it. A lot happens, and I love the way it was paced, and I love that the way they shot it, everything about it, and the acting is really what sells it. Michael Pitt is one of my favorite actors, and I have not seen Boardwalk Empire. I feel like that's not my thing, but I hear that he was really good on it. I remember seeing him in, maybe Bully was the first movie I ever saw him in. Maybe it was The Dreamers, but I've always liked him, and he's definitely really good in this one. Britt Marling as well, I really like her. And that's it. I mean, they have great chemistry, and the way that the movie is written, it seems very realistic, not in the actual story, but more in the characters, especially when he's in the lab talking to his partner. That's the way you talk to someone in the lab. They just went out partying the night before, and now they need to do math, and that's the way it works. And she's just a first-year graduate, and she needs to sort of hang around the lab, do boring work, and he needs to babysit her. And I love the way their relationship develops, where she becomes not just someone that he needs to babysit, but someone that's actually valuable in science. And that's all I can say, because I feel like if I keep talking, I'm gonna spoil something, and I really don't want to spoil anything. It's a fantastic movie. The end sequence, there's an after credit scene. I don't think that's a spoiler. stick around for it because I missed it. I had no idea, and I had to go back and see it. There's an after credit scene which was fine. I mean, it wasn't necessary, but it's a nice little touch, I guess. I'm happy the way it actually ended before the credits. There was a whole sequence with a song and everything, and I enjoyed that very much. And I liked the way the story progressed. Honestly, I was into it. I was interested. It's not a movie full of twists and turns, but the story does take some twists and turns, and I was into it. I was excited to see what was going to happen. I was intrigued, and I was emotionally attached to these people, and I wanted to get answers, and I think I got the answers I wanted out of it, and that's it. And it was a very, very nice experience. I highly recommend it. iOrigins. I was gonna say iOculus because I'm thinking of the Oculus Rift right now for some reason. I was just thinking, I was coming home on the bus and I was thinking of Oculus Rift for some reason. So, I almost say Oculus Rift, but never mind. iOrigins. Fantastic movie. It was everything that I wanted it to be. I'm glad that I forgot the trailer by the time I actually got to see the movie because I feel like the trailer spoils a lot. It's one of those movies where you don't want to know too much. Like, not even the first half hour of it. Even that's a bit of a spoiler. So, I'm not saying anything. And I hope everyone sees it and I hope everyone enjoys it. It was a fantastic experience. And that's it.